Jann Arden's recent tirade against Sovereigntist Albertans probably did more to motivate them than set them back. In an online rant, the Calgary-born and raised singer lowered public discourse a few notches.
Hey, Alberta. Hey, a bunch of separatist wackos. How you doing? Feeling good about yourselves? You're an embarrassment to this country. Everything you have, everything that you have enjoyed, cherished, and benefited from comes from being part of one of the greatest countries on the planet.
Ha! Arden only embarrassed her own self. With her rudeness and ignorance, Canada has been milking Alberta for a long time. A Fraser Institute study showed that from 2007 to 2022, Albertans contributed $244.6 billion more in taxes and other payments to the federal government than they received in federal spending, more than 5 times as much as British Columbians or Ontarians. The other 7 provinces received more than they contributed. Alberta is carrying Canada's load by doing many things right, only to get zero respect and little benefit in return. For the past 10 years, Ottawa has done everything it can to undermine the energy sector through regulation and taxation, and encroach on provincial jurisdiction through legislation. Instead of feeding and protecting the goose that lays the golden eggs, it would rather pluck out its feathers. The imbalance is nothing new. Since Confederation, most Canadian provinces enjoyed jurisdiction over their natural resources. However, Alberta and Saskatchewan didn't get that until 1930. Equalization began in 1957. Alberta received payments for the first 8 years, but never again. Meanwhile, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Quebec and Manitoba have been paid every year. Ottawa went the route of more taxation, programs, and debt, while Alberta took a more conservative approach. Its capacity to spend rose and fell with the price of oil. Alberta hit another good wave in the late 1970s, only to see Ottawa launch the National Energy Program in the early 1980s to remind the province who ruled the country, and to whose benefit. Alberta got reduced profits, and Eastern Canadians got cheap gas. Alberta has been stuck in an abusive relationship for a long time, and is wondering if it wouldn't be better to be on her own. In the background is another suitor named Donald Trump, who would relieve Alberta of those pesky equalization payments and onerous regulations. The province would become the cherished 51st state instead of some Western challenger to central Canadian dominance that always needs to be put in its place. Arden can't see any of this, and her vitriol does nothing to make Albertans want to stay.
You guys have your heads so far up your asses that you obviously can't see what pricks you are. The way you are treating your fellow citizens, your fellow Canadians, you guys are a bunch of creepy little pricks. Alberta will never separate from Canada. It's never going to happen because people like me are going to stand up, throw their shoulders back, and keep f***ing yelling. And keep standing up for what I know is right.
Oh? Should Albertans stay because an insulting singer inspires a screaming mob? Will they suddenly find gratitude? No. Abused Albertans have had enough. Their wants are not only reasonable, they're good and fair policy. Canadians and their federal government should treat Alberta with due respect, caring about its grievances and feelings and appreciating how they'd be a whole lot worse without her.